Hey Tabby, hey Queenie, hey Patricia, hey Legs, hey Carol, hey Brandy. I'm sorry, Brandy. Can you sound the alarms? I forgot to. I'll give it a few minutes. I'm actually waiting for my coffee to come down. I had a rough morning, y'all. I had a rough morning. I did a lot yesterday, and did something. And my hip is screaming. So I've been up and down all night listening to a bunch of bullshit going on. Would anybody like to kind of maybe fill me in a little bit on of what I missed? I heard somebody was going live. This one's going live. Miranda went live. I was trying to catch up with all that. But I just want to say, Wayne's World, party time, excellent. I didn't have thanks, Brandy. I did not have time to change my avatar because I was sure gonna do a Wayne's World themed one. And I'll just give it a few minutes. Hey, 16 people in chat, please hit that thumbs up button, because I made a whole ton of money. A whole ton of money. Not. I'm being sarcastic. Uh, I made a whole ton of money going over to Michelle's court date, and I did not make a fucking dime. However, I'm sure a bunch of you people talking about me going to Michelle's court date made you some money. Okay. So, I know I saw you were up there for a minute, Savvy. I saw you. I woke up and I think she had just ended, and I'm like, what went on? Men showing up in the yard. Ooh. Mm-mm. Well, I will let you know I do not own a pew pew. However, I do really good with the baseball bat I have sitting beside my door. Well, batter up, bitches. All right, let me go get my coffee real quick because it just finished. I'm going to take it with me. I have a grumpy old dog who's side-eyeing me. And I took you out for your walk already. That's why I was a little late. I had to take him out for his little walk. And he decided not to listen to a word I was saying today. Hey, 20 people, hit that thumbs up button. Thanks. All right, getting my cup of coffee. I have literally been eating leaves like they're candy. Oh, I'm moving a little slow today. I don't want to drop the coffee. All right, well, you can just lay there, sir. And I just dropped the coffee. There you go. See? I said I didn't want to do it, and I did it. I should have probably muted out and left you for a minute. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee, though. Mm-hmm. It's all right. I just spilt it on my foot. I didn't need that toe. Ha 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 ha! Speaking of toes, excuse me. And now I'm gonna have the my cigarette smoking cough in your ear. I'm sorry. Hey, Mirandy. Yeah, I am really super glad she did too. I was like, what is going on? I was like mad. Mad. But yeah, so I heard that somebody knows my last name. Which one? I have 3. Which one do you know? Please let me know. Which one do you know? Do you know my maiden name, my first married name, or the name that I actually go by legally? You tell me. I will give you money if you can pick the one I go by. Dumb broads. Bunch of dumbass broads. And the catalyst of the whole entire Michelle shit show about her divorce, the one that paid money or got her subs to pay money to get all that paperwork for her and do her dirty work behind the scenes, because you know she didn't do nothing. All she did was read shit. Fucking Dino Flintstone. That one. You did nothing. You were the catalyst bot of this whole entire thing. So you don't get to question why the fuck I went there. Because I'm a nosy bitch. That's why I went there. Just like you were a nosy bitch and made a ton of money off of the person that now you're whining about. Miss me with that. And then she turns the whole thing into, well, you don't like when they did this and they emailed them, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? You put yourself in that shit, right? You didn't protect yourself. Hey, 50 Shades. Hey, Share Bear. I'm not looking at chat. I'm sorry. Went on a little tangent, but thank you for coming in. Hello, hello, hello. I'm hoping I'm having a hump. It is party time. Excellent. It's Weird Wayne's World Wednesday here. My goodness. It's like I feel like I'm in an alternate universe when I log on to YouTube. It's like, do y'all realize that there's reality, real life, and then what y'all do on YouTube? Well, if you spend way too much time investigating other people on YouTube, that's a you problem. That's a go get your head examined problem. Right? Everybody forgets everybody's past, but when somebody does something that they created, remember, you created this, ma'am. You created it. Nobody else. You did. You did. Ugh. And now, because what? Because what? How much money did you collect when you went live talking about it? How much? I'm not a pocket watcher, but I would love to know, because you know what? If you see my banners scrolling, no Cash App, no PayPal, no summertime fun days. Here's my what I need, what I want wish list. No. Never gonna happen here. Ever. And I said it when I started this channel, and I will say it until I end this channel. I'm going to do it the right way. Yeah, a personal problem. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. You have this chick over there. She created this whole entire drama, went and got every single legal document on this woman, read it out loud for all of YouTube to see, got money for it, because I'm sure, ding, 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 right? She didn't go to any of the courthouses to get any of the FOIAs. She had other people doing it for her. She sat back and did nothing. Created drama and collected money. And then she's going to say something about anybody else showing up? Shut up. Shut up, Dino. Hey, Carla, right? Yeah. Thank you, 50 Shades. You know what? The reason I say I went because I wanted to be a warm body. I went because I take really good notes. I do know shorthand. It is a little terrible, but I do know shorthand. I was trying to take notes the whole entire time. That's what I was doing. Unfortunately, the Zoom thing kept going out. And I will say this until the day I die. And maybe Michelle saw it, but the internet that was up in the courtroom kept cutting out. The bailiff said it, and the deputy said it. Hey, Barbarian's wife. Oh, and that picture for proof that Miranda didn't want to release right away. Go ahead and release it, Miranda. I have it here. It's me and her. It's a selfie that the deputy, well, it's not a selfie, the deputy actually snapped the picture of me and Miranda in front of the computer. We did it. Well, I guess Miranda didn't want to release it until I said it was okay, because I looked like a piece of shit. I really looked horrible in it. But I will, put vanity aside to prove a point. Hey, Mama Cannoli, how are you? Thank you, Legs for Days. There you go. Hours at a time. Paid money to get those documents to humiliate her, right? Humiliate her. You humiliated her. That was your goal in life. Humiliate for money. And now you're going to all of a sudden, because two people went to the courthouse. I didn't know Michelle shot a bullet over her man's head until Bot told me about it. I didn't know Michelle was a biter of police officers until Bot told me about it. I didn't know half the shit Michelle did until Bot told me about it. So hip hop hypocrisy. Tell me where that isn't going. Ugh. Sorry, I did spill a little more coffee than I thought I did, so I have to just grab a paper towel. Thank you. But the hypocrisy. Oh, it's gross. It's gross. So I showed up because I was going to say, if I'm going to stand on anything and talk about nothing, I want to know the facts. That's why I went. I didn't go to harass anybody or whatever. And yes, I didn't want Mirandy to be there by herself. I did not want Mirandy to be there by herself. Also, I didn't want Gotti going there by herself because I was concerned for that one too. I was concerned for her as well. Like, here's the thing, there's a thing where you can actually have feelings for different people, even though you know that those people don't like each other. You can separate it, right? You can separate it. And then you could separate the bullshit that people have done to you and still move on and want to help them out when they need a helping hand, right? Exactly. Michelle puts everything right out there, whether it's true or false. She's always throwing some kind of little nugget out about her life, right? I dare you to go find it. She puts stuff out there that's blatantly obvious is a lie, right? But then Bot dug into her whole entire relationship with this man. And now she's going to be outraged that two people went to a courthouse? Miss me with that, Dino. Miss me with it. And I'm going to call you Dino Flintstone because that's what the hell you sound like. I have an annoying voice. Your voice is 10 times worse. Oh, Bipper's wife, you didn't have to do that. You see, that's the whole thing is my channel's not about making money, okay? Never has, never will. You cannot put me in the whole entire, everybody creates a channel to make money. Bullshit, not everybody does. If you remember correctly, I wasn't monetized for a while. I always dropped a certain creator's Amazon wish list because I stand behind that creator. And even when I was monetized, I still hated dropping anything but that other creator's wish list. I don't take things from people well. Believe me, I don't. I don't know what it is. I appreciate it a lot, but I don't know. That's another thing. Let's clear this up right away. I do not live with Beezer. Okay? Beezer didn't move me out here. Ooh, I just did it again. Sorry. Beezer didn't move me out here. Beezer didn't finance me in any way to get out here. Okay? I had a thing called a job before I left New York, I had a job, right? So what comes with a job? It's called a paycheck. And if you're a responsible adult, you have what's called a savings account, right? And I also have a boyfriend here. I've had a boyfriend here. We've been on and off again for 5 years, okay? We love each other, we hate each other. He had just been into New York to come and visit me the week before everything went down. We were talking about me coming out here at the end of August. So guess what? I had to ramp it up a couple more months. And yes, you know what? He loves me and he takes care of me. He's a little hard to deal with sometimes, but I love him as well. But Beezer didn't do it. But what I will tell you is Beezer was the person who helped me to make that choice because she said, Ms., come down there. If you hate it, You can come and stay here until you can find someplace else. She's closer to where the jobs are. Again, we do not live anywhere even remotely near each other. I can get to Chattanooga quicker than I can get to Atlanta. When I've been looking for jobs, I'm looking for jobs in Chattanooga as my main city, not Atlanta. Oh, I was being a warm. I was the warm body guardian. Hey, big guardian. See, that's the that, and that was another thing. All right, the only thing that I was going to be even remotely mean about, if they did have to show up, was I just wanted to yell, "Big Gotti!" But I didn't get that chance, so there it was. I hope they got a good echo on that one. Thank you, Barbarian's wife. You didn't have to do that. I mean, I heard Bot say in a clip or something, because I don't listen to her. I really honestly don't listen to her, where she's like, I didn't even barely make $100 this month. Girl, I can barely scrape $100 in 3 months. But you know whose fault that is? That's my fault, because I don't go live enough, because I don't put out content for people to pay me for, right? So when Dino, oh my god, I can't stand her. And I just woke up in such a mood today, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go off on her. I really try to restrain myself. And if you know, again, if you know my last name, please tell me which one it is. I would love it. Please dox me. Please dox me. Because it's probably not the right one. Yeah, that's right, Tabby. That's right. Michelle was her only content for months. She dried up like a prune when Michelle went dark. When Michelle went dark, but then that's when she became Michelle's friend. Or were they working behind the scenes together the whole entire time? But she made a whole lot of money. And she also lived in a whole lot of mold. That's why she's always sick. Get out of the mold apartment. Mold will kill you. Oh, look, I got a joint left for me. See? My man leaves me secret joints around the house. That's how much he loves me. Even though it's like that, I don't know, it's that legal Georgia weed. I don't like that. He could smoke that. Yeah, I don't like that. Thank you. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you know my last name, just fucking put it out there. Well, nobody wants to know her name. Yeah, well, no. Okay. You did that to cover yourself there, stinkhole. Now all of a sudden, yeah, everybody's simping for a evil, vile, put all your shit out. Ugh, God. Hip hop hypocrisy. That's all I gotta say, you know? Can you spell hippopotamus? Spell hypocrisy. It's in the same, it starts with the same letter. Hypocritical hippopotamuses. Now that's a tongue twister. Make that one work. But I am tired of like this. But she's mentally ill. She's an addict. Well, you know what? Half of us in this life are either addicted or mentally ill. So it's okay for you to go after everybody else, but not Michelle, because she blatantly shows her mental illness and her addiction. Right? So you tell me, where do we cross the line? Who's crossing the line? Right? Because I know I've been spoken about my addiction. I know other people have been spoken on about their mental health, right? You get to bash other people, but all of a sudden we're supposed to take Michelle out of the equation. Why? Half these people wouldn't even know the information about Michelle if it wasn't for you. You're a catalyst to this whole entire drama. You're the only one collecting money off of this drama. Or maybe you're not anymore. Again, I guess your channel dried up like a prune when you stopped talking about her. Oh, hey, Beezer. So I just wanted to, I don't know if you were listening. I cleared it up. We're not living together. We're not living together. However, yes, again, Beezer was the person who kind of cemented my decision to come here, because I was like, oh, I can get there. And again, not be, I mean, I know people, but I know people. That's it. I don't have a friend. I mean, I don't have friends. I have his friends, but I don't have friends here anymore. And Beezer said, well, if you always need an out, this is where I am. But no, financially, Beezer did not move me here. Mentally, emotionally, as a friend, supported me and gave me the confidence to come here, she sure did. And that's right. That is right. Hey, Dante. I'm just not trying to. Well, apparently, okay. So she's all right. So I'm just gonna spill the whole bean. She's flying out tonight at 7:00. I hope that $100 and something shuttle that she made you take, not free, by the way, not free. Nothing's free in Atlanta, sweetie. So if you wanted anybody to believe that you were getting a free shuttle out of Atlanta, nothing's free at all. That's how I knew Michelle didn't go to pick her up. Just even go into a parking garage at Atlanta Airport, at Hartsfield Atlanta Airport, it's $10. I had just, does anybody remember? I just flew in last month. The only reason why he parked and paid to park is because I had a lot of bags and he wanted to come and help me. Or else he would have been sitting in that cell phone lot waiting for me to call him, as usual. Like, oh my goodness. And he was literally only there for an hour, and it was like almost, oh my God, $10-15 or something. Do you think Michelle would have paid that for anybody? Oh my goodness, unless somebody was cash apping her, she ain't paying. Oh, is she threatening to dox you too, Share Bear? And I also got to meet Beezer's beautiful children. Well, 2 of them. And her highly, highly intelligent, beautiful grandson. He was a trip. That kid's a trip. That's all I gotta say. Same, Tabby. I mean, I said, I'm going to buy you a peach pass. I got one. All right, I'm going to get you a gas card. I got one. I'm like, Beezer. So I'm just letting you know, Tabby, Beezer really likes edible arrangements. And if you could find the worst edible arrangement store to order it from, please do. She likes terrible arrangements. Oh, Gotti Girl. Oh, so she deleted everything? Hey, Masked Angel. I was telling you, Beezer. Oh my God. That was, oh my goodness. Honestly, I would have gotten on a plane and went and kicked that person's butt, whoever made that. That's all I got to say about that. Terrible arrangement. I'm going to open up my own store called Terrible Arrangements. Oh, it's like when you want to be thoughtful, but a dick at the same time. I'm kidding. Hey, welcome back, Mirandy. I'm just on a rant. I'm just so mad. It just makes me so mad. I'm like, nobody did this for $1. I don't know. I didn't do it for $1. I sure didn't. I mean, literally waited what? Let's see. So it was me, Beezer, Mirandy, and Miss Mirandy. Right after that live ended that they were doing, we went over to the sandwich shop. We all got lunch, sandwiches. Beezer paid for them. Thank you, Beezer, again for lunch. Thank you. Um, and Beezer even said, "Mizzy, eat slow." So they happened to make my sandwich first, I guess. And she goes, "Start eating." She's like, I'm like, but nobody else is here. She's like, "Start eating." So whatever. We had our sandwiches. We hugged. We kissed each other goodbye. Me and Beezer got in the car and we left. But we had to get gas and all that stuff. So I waited. What? It was almost an hour after we got on the road, I guess, to even press a button to go live, just to let everybody know what happened, like the actual facts, not made up shit, not anything over whatever, to tell you exactly what happened. And really what happened is they had terrible internet service. That court had terrible internet service, but they were lovely and they were accommodating, and they let us know what happened. That's all, and that's it. Like, we didn't get caught streaming. We both didn't even have our, except literally. Okay, here's an example. So we had our phones off, and Mirandy said something to the deputy about, before we leave, can we take a picture in here, just to show people that we were here. And he's like, "We'll take one now." Well, Mirandy had her phone off, so she was going to put her phone back on. And she said, so she asked me something, and she knows I don't do iPhones, and she's like, "Oh, I forgot you don't know how to do an Apple phone," or something like that. And the deputy said, "Well, I only know how to use orange phones." He made like a bad dad joke. I mean, I laughed right away. And I'm like, "You get it, Dad?" Anyway, so she got her phone open. She handed it to him. He turned around, took the picture of us, handed it back to her. She shut it off, and that's when we gave our phones over. We were not streaming. We were not recording anything. I had a notebook. She had a notebook. I take shorthand. I used to be able to. It really sucks. If you looked at the notebook, you'd be like, "Can you read that?" But yeah, I can. Um, and I was just taking notes. I was there to take notes. Aren't they? They were, like I said. I said it. Randy said it. I mean, honestly, I felt like they were going to come out and serve us refreshments. That's how nice they were. I really did. "Do you need a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, ladies? Bottle of water?" I mean, that's how they were. They were so nice. Right? I really, and really trying to say, I know Mirandy was saying it was the court stenographer. I was calling her the clerk's assistant because she kept coming up and putting the PC back up, and it kept going down, and she knew. She was monitoring it the whole time. This is what I don't think the Stooges, the two Stooges over on Pine Mountain, realized. You had the county clerk, I don't know if it was the stenographer or her assistant, that were present, and the judge that were present the entire time. They were there the entire time. The judge was a man. Yes, he was. Um, Judge Peter, I think his name. I can't remember his last name. Very nice man. He was there the whole time. The clerk was there the whole time, and her assistant slash court reporter, whatever, was there the whole entire time in the Zoom meeting. So if the Stooges on the Hill didn't realize that, they should go and check back Gotti's film footage that she got. That's right. Bot said she heard it. Hey, Kelly Golightly. Sorry, I didn't look at chat. Right? So if Bot heard it, well, she heard it, or did she see it? Because I saw it and heard it. They were both there on the screen. Yeah, trying to get gifts. Yeah, I know. Send me all the gifts. Please send me. You know what? Honestly, if anybody wants to do anything for me, let's start a Cash App to buy the horse that's down the road that I don't own. It's a neighbor's horse. Hay. I feel like this horse needs hay. I feel bad for this horse. So if anybody wants to send a Cash App, send it to the horse down the block. I'll start a Cash App for him. I don't even know his name. I just feel bad for it. See, I don't even have. That's what I'm saying. I don't even. And then, again, I don't. My buy me a copy. I cannot get into that account. I don't. I don't want anything dropped. I never ask for anything to be dropped ever, ever, ever. So I want to clear the air on that one. If anybody thinks that I do this to make money, I certainly don't. I don't. Skinny bees. Oh well, yeah. You. I was like, wait, no. Oh, he was out there yesterday. The girl, I guess who they got, the neighbor's girl, the daughter, the granddaughter, or something that they got him for was finally back home. I guess she was away for a couple of weeks or something, and she was out there with him. She won't ride him. I don't see hate anywhere. I have a bag of mini carrots. I was going to go walk down there because I have to go pick blackberries later. I was gonna go walk down and give him some carrots or something. I feel terrible for this horse. I mean, if I knew anything about horses, I'd take him. I know nothing about horses. All I know is that he's really skinny. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, finally, my hip is not as hurting. Yeah, he is. He's a skinny little. He's a skinny guy. I mean, I have horses that are. When you go once you get out into the onto the main road, out of my I don't want to call it a complex, whatever it is. Um, there's a guy across the street who has horses that are absolutely beautiful. And if you put that horse next to those horses, I don't know. I don't know. I just. But you know what? Here's the thing, Jerry. It's like, why do you have to, man, woman, doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is. Why do you need another? Why use another human being to get what you need to take care of you? The first thing you're supposed to learn in life is how to take care of yourself, right? However your chips may fall, right? You can luck out and be brilliant and get scholarships and get the best education, right? And make all this money. Or you could be, just somebody who's plugging away at a regular old office job or whatever. But you're still taking care of yourself, right? That's the first rule of thumb in life is you take care of yourself first because you can't take care of anybody else unless you take care of yourself first, right? Like when you're in a plane, they tell you make sure you put your oxygen mask on first. Well, that's the first rule in life at any costs. Like, I mean, and I don't think, clearly, my opinion, I don't think she was taught that. I think she was taught that, or I don't know. Again, I don't like to talk about how anybody was raised, but maybe she was taught that the only way to go far in life is to marry a man with money. But you see, that was, you know, 1920s thinking. It's not 2000s thinking. So, that's right, because she literally, what did he say? Michelle's too far gone in her brain to function properly in society for herself, and I'm not talking about mental illness. I think about all the alcohol. Yeah, I mean, you could be right. You could be right. There is a thing where you just can't. You know, my father was a functioning alcoholic. I'm a functioning alcoholic. I mean, I could drink all night. I'm a binge drink. I'm a binge drinker. That's what I do. But I always can get up for work in the morning. I always could make my own living. I know that if I fall on hard times, I don't drain the fuck out of my friends that I might have to ask them to help me out. But when you start draining people and draining people and draining people, they're not going to be there for you anymore. Oh, just to let you know, the Tigers are going to be playing the Braves soon. I don't know. I don't know. I've been working since I'm 10. My father owned a store. He put us to work on the weekends. We didn't get out of not working. You know, um, I mean, really, I don't know. I've been working for a long time, and I've always worked on the books. So I know when I retire, my Social Security is going to be pretty okay. Um, but I also, again, I don't rely on people that much. Like right now, I'm kind of relying a little bit here. But the only reason why I'm doing it is because there's no reason for me to go and find a job if we actually have to get out of here in a month or two when he has to go to a different job location. See, he's in the industry where he gets moved around a lot. He can go to Tennessee tomorrow. He can go to Atlanta tomorrow. He can go to North Carolina tomorrow. It depends. He can go to Louisiana tomorrow. They got two offices in Louisiana. He's in the kind of industry where he goes where they tell him to go. So once he sold the house, he didn't want to commit to anything. So if we have to pick up tomorrow and go to Louisiana, I don't want to have started a job here and have to go to Louisiana. So, we discussed it, and we've already talked about it. Yeah, hang out with rich people to get a free ride, right? Like the talented Mr. Wrigley, right? Didn't he? That movie, he was like a poor guy that hung out with all the rich people, and he knew how to manipulate them. I'm just going to catch up with chat real quick. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I was just like this son of angel. Yeah, well, we went because we knew. Look, every time Michelle has had a court date, it's always been lies and lies and lies. And yes, we know they do get, proven with the paperwork once it's filed 8 weeks later. Okay. And I'm again addressing the one who got her entire life and read it on YouTube. The catalyst of this entire thing with her. Well, you know what? I'm gonna blame it on you, bot. It's all your fault. If you didn't go and dig on your friend Michelle, I wouldn't have gotten invested in her previous relationship. But I'm gonna give you all the credit. Somebody go give bot a cash app for that. Thanks. In fact, you know what? Maybe I'll give her $1. I think I have $1 left in my. I'm kidding. I am kidding. Ugh. Chili. You gonna go sleep in your recliner? Oh my goodness. Well, just make sure when you're sleeping in your recliner, you don't Sit next to Wayne's World. Wayne's World. And I love when I can speak something into the universe and it just magically appears in my inbox. I just said somebody goes, these are for you, Mizzy. Because I will say, Jilly said they look like when they were sitting together on the couch, like Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World. So I said, does anybody know how to make a picture and put the heads on? And I don't know how to do it. Nobody else know how to do it. But somebody must have heard a little birdie went into the universe. Thank you, whoever did them. They're great. They are great. Hey, Sugar Teats. Sugar Teats, I don't know who did them. I really don't. But whoever they are, I wish you do more. They're great. And you know what? If somebody took my face and put it on something like that, I'd laugh at it. I wouldn't even take offense to it. I'd laugh at it. I mean, come on. That's pretty funny. But you know, a lot of people also out here don't have a freaking sense of humor. At all. No sense of humor. Oh, the Dumb and Dumber one. Speak it into the universe, Sugar Teats, and it might come true. Whoever's, if you're watching, somebody make Sugar Teats stay, please. She give away her ass and shit through her ribs. You know what, Tabby, I don't know. Maybe they learned their lesson. I don't know. Maybe she's scrubbing, but you know, she's got to be TikTok. She's got to be on that groom. And she's got to be to the airport 2 hours before. TikTok. I guess she's got to go sit at the gas station and wait for her shuttle to come because her bestie can't drive her an hour to the airport. Why can't you drive your friend to the airport or pick her up from the airport? Make it make sense. Oh my gosh, that is so good. In fact, I think I might make that at some point this week. I might make it. In a smaller scale. I'm going to scale it down a little bit. But I'll tell you the reason why I'm not going to make it. So last night, so I cleaned the house all day yesterday. Decided to make up for, Monday. And then I had to go grocery shopping. And then I didn't want to go out to eat because we went out to dinner on Monday because I was tired and I didn't want to cook on Monday. But I didn't want to go out to eat, so I came home. And I just wanted to make something quick. And he's got this thing for hamburger helper. I'm sorry that if you like hamburger helper, I am not shaming you. It's just not my thing. So I came and I made him hamburger helper beef stroganoff. So I think I'm going to put ground beef and any kind of pasta and sauce on the back burner for a couple days because there's a lot of that left. But tonight I am making him his favorite. He likes bacon wrapped scallops. I make pretty excellent teriyaki bacon wrapped scallops. So I'm going to do that tonight. I can confirm that, yes, she did. I can confirm. Yes, she did. She knew. $104, she knew. Well, there was a discount. See, I looked it up. So it's $52 with tax each way. But there is a thing where you get a booking online discount. It's a couple bucks off. So it's like 40 something dollars with tax. So to be fair, it was probably about a $95 round trip ticket. To be fair. I said we're going to making dinner as well. I'm going to make marinate some chicken. I love souvlaki. Love it. You're doing a Mexican bowl? Yum. Yeah, I'm doing bacon wrapped scallops. Probably salad, and I got uh he likes scallop potatoes, and he likes the he loves processed food. He loves his processed food. So I found scallop potatoes over by like where they have the microwave mashed potatoes and stuff, and I'm gonna try that. But normally I wouldn't eat something like that. I'd make it myself, but yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do today. I think, or garlic bread. I don't know. We'll see. I love chicken Alfredo. Ski water that. Yeah, you know what? I mean, look, I'm never gonna ever. Gotti's pretty. Gotti really is pretty. Definitely pretty. And I am sure, a man is going to definitely be more attracted to her before they're attracted to Michelle. I mean, Michelle thinks, and again, this is no shame for any women who are naturally thin, but because Michelle loves to put her weight out there and say how thin she is and the thin hips. And you know what? Most men, Michelle, like a little chunk on a woman. They like something to grab onto, right? They don't want to. They don't want to be sleeping with a woman who makes them feel like they're with a 13-year-old boy, right? It gives them like creepy vibes, right? Okay. You're like little boy creepy vibe. Like that could be your OnlyFans niche. That you could have a great niche on that one on OnlyFans, Michelle. Creepy boy little vibes. Like, I'm a little boy. I'm a little boy. Look at my body. It's a little boy body. But I have boobs. Right? A little meat, a little chunk. She has boy body with big tits. Right, exactly. Well, you know what? Again, that could be her thing on OnlyFans. She could probably make a fortune. Well, fucking a bag of coat hangers. One, see, so my man is very tall and thin, and he's very thin because of his illnesses, right? And one day he hugged me, and I just said, I'm like, hugging you's like hugging a shopping cart. Or something. I said, and he looked at me. I go, you're not very comfortable, but it's his, he's sick, but yeah, big bone is in, chunky monkeys. Who cares? But she makes it out like no man in the world is going to desire any other person, any other kind of body type or whatever on any person. If it's not thin, you are not desirable. Well, ma'am, again, I've heard the opposite. And I've heard it from people who are thin. I've heard, you know, I have friends that are just, genetically thin and can't keep weight on. And they're like, I don't, I wish I could keep weight on. I wish I could gain weight. I wish I had this body. And, they can't do it either. So I don't body shame anybody. But not everybody likes that just one type of woman, Michelle. You need to learn that. And it's not a flex. 107 pounds is not a flex. Um, Actually, nothing about your life is a flex. I mean, come on. And again, I mean, I don't, fault Ski Mask for saying that because if I was a man, or because I do, I would go for somebody who looked like Gotti over Michelle. Honestly, that's it. That's all. Is she 5'6"? I heard she's I heard she's taller. Hey, Chadwick. Oh, him too. Oh, so you got see at least he's got a little padding with me. I kind of dim out I kind of stub out his fire. I don't. Is it that I don't? Okay, so we know that Tabby is definitely from what I like to affectionately call Canadia. She said crap dinner. She said crap dinner. She ate a whole box of crap dinner. What crap dinner put on weight? Y'all know what crap dinner is here in the States, right? Kraft macaroni and cheese. If you go to a Bare Naked Ladies concert, you're supposed to throw a box of them. Actually, no, they collect them now. If you go to a Bare Naked Ladies concert and you bring a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese / Kraft dinner, they have boxes at the entrance that you're supposed to drop them in, and then they donate them. You looked it up. Her BMI would be between 16 and 17, and that's a danger zone for anorexia. Well, see, I'm the zero. I'm definitely the zero of the relationship. Oh, by the way, he bought me a ring, y'all. He did. It's a sparkly engagement ring, and I don't know what I did with it. We got it at the Cracker Barrel. I like the ring. Okay, so back to the court. When me and Randy were in the court, the whatever I'm gonna say she was the assistant. She could have been the court stenographer. I don't know. Every time she would come up to fix the computer, she would have her hand right next to my face, and she had this beautiful ring on. And I said, "Oh, ma'am, that's a beautiful ring." And she said, "Girl, $8 Dillard." I go, "Really? $8 a Dillard?" She said, I go, "You wouldn't even be able to tell." Well, girl, I got almost something similar. $19 at the Cracker Barrel. I mean, I love Bare Naked Ladies. I've seen them not 20. I've seen them about 4 or 5 times. The last time I saw them, oh gosh, they played at Madison Square Garden, and Guster opened up for them. Guster opened up for them. That was a good show. That was a good show. But I haven't seen them. Hey, just keep it real. Oh no, see, I can't. I was following stuff about her, and it was getting me very upset. And is she really getting bad? I don't know why anybody doesn't get involved with that. That is so sad. Oh, it's so sad. I know she's an adult. I know she's an adult. Oh, that's so sad. I don't like to hear that. I feel like that has a lot to do with her mom. I don't know. Or her mom's got a lot to do with it. Yeah, I mean, I was not that I was following her, but I was getting a lot of like things come up about her, and I would look, and it was heartbreaking. Right, if it was the ring that matters, yeah, then there's something wrong. But we just because we will never get married. We know that we won't ever get married. But we've already established that, so we're good. Yeah, it's never gonna happen. It would be the third time for me, and the third time for him. Yep, third time for him. And I'm friends with his ex-wives, which is even funnier. Well, his first ex-wife more than his second ex-wife, but I'm friendly with the second ex-wife. But I'm actually friends with his first ex-wife. And you know what? They're they're all ladies with some meat on them too. So there's that. Look, I get it. Everybody's got their own body preference type, but you know what? There's not just in Michelle's mind. It's if you're not thin, you're not in, and that's a lot of horse shit. I woke up this morning and I just had a, well, I guess I was trying to catch up on everything that went down, and I was just like getting more annoyed at everything I watched. Everything I watched, I was getting annoyed. And if anybody really honestly has questions about what happened, I will tell you point blank, the facts. Not funny. I'll tell you deadpan exactly what happened. I know I made fun of her about the YouTube stalkers, but she did say that. She did. She was, Your Honor, I have 4 YouTube stalkers in the courtroom streaming me right now. And the clerk literally put her microphone on the Zoom court meeting. And if you heard it, everybody who's got it recorded, right? You heard it, Bot and Gotti and all of you. What did the clerk say? There's 2 ladies up there. I don't think they're live streaming, but I'll go and check. My goodness. See, that's how everybody, you play the recording. I want to hear it. I'm curious. If you have it, play it. Because if you had the recording, you would have played it to get some money. Because that's what you do. Right? Isn't that what you do? Everything about you is about money, money, money. You say it about everybody else. Well, you guys were there for the first DUI thing that she didn't show up for? Okay. I do not think so. Again, like it's so hard because it did cut out. It really did cut out on our end. They said the internet in the courthouse isn't that great. So ours did cut out. It wasn't cut out because they made it cut out. It went out on its own. Because if it wouldn't have, she wouldn't have come to try to fix it if they kicked us out of it. You get what I'm saying? Yes, they did make us go online, go up, but we did not hear the final decision or the ruling. It was out. So the assistant or the stenographer, whatever she was, the reporter came up. She was trying to fix it, and then the door opened up, and the clerk of Harris County Courts came in, and she said, "It's over." And then she gave us the ruling. So it was over before they could even get the Zoom back up on our laptop. They even came in with a second laptop. So you weren't there. You weren't in the courthouse. All you're hearing is what you heard or what you think you heard. And again, if you have the recording, please play it. Please play it. Prove me what I'm saying wrong. Prove me wrong. See, because I like to prove other people wrong. But I also like to be when people try to prove me wrong. But I was sitting there, just saying. Oh, thank you, Share Bear. Okay. So Share Bear looked up Georgia law. If you record a Zoom call without a judge's permission, it's a crime. Just so they know. Thank you for that. That's right, the judgment's going to be there. And again, the only thing and it was, again, I blame myself for this. The only thing I did not ask the clerk was what the final judgment of what she owes to that date was. But it'll be in the records, it'll be put online. As soon as they upload everything, it'll be there. And you'll see exactly what she owes and if she got ruled for the attorney fees. I don't know if she got ruled for the attorney fees or if they ruled in favor of her paying for his attorney fees, which I think they should. I really wish they put that on her. I'm hoping that they did to teach her a lesson. To teach her a lesson. And I hope Scott Sykes has some seriously high billable hours. Like at least $300 every 15 minutes. Every time they have to run a copy, I hope they charge her for it. Every time they had to answer an email, I hope they charge her for it. Every time they got to make a phone call, I hope they charge her for it. Billable hours, baby. I love those billable hours. Love billable hours. And again, you have another one coming up in 3 weeks. I have a really good criminal attorney who will take a guitar as, down payment, retainer rather. He'll take one of your guitars as a retainer, Michelle. You can contact me and I will give you his number. He'll even take you out to lunch. He'll meet you somewhere, take you out to lunch, and then take your guitar and then come and represent you. If you really need one, let me know. He's a really good criminal defense attorney here in Georgia. He gets everybody off. In fact, he's excellent about handling people who have multiple DUIs in Georgia. So there's that. Right? Every time he served somebody a cup of coffee, I hope he charges it. Charges. Okay. So here's the thing. He's an excellent attorney. He really is. He's a great criminal defense attorney here in Georgia. And he also is a collector of things. And I know guitars are one of the things he collects. And I know that he will take something and use it as a retainer. And if you don't want it back, he will take that, whatever the value is at the time of that said thing, and then take it off your bill. She knew it was going to be on Zoom since Friday. She's a liar. She had to have known. Because when Miranda and I walked into that courtroom, they had the laptop set up. And what they said to us was the judge was on another case that he had to be at in person, right? Murmur Michelle. I don't know. What's a little more important? Anyway, so he was hearing that little, the divorce stuff, the child support stuff via Zoom that day, right? There was 7 people that were on that docket. A few people went up, they were in and out, it was done. That's when me and Miranda were sitting behind the gate. And then when they said, because originally they were like, yeah, you could move up. So we moved up. They told us it was going to be Zoomed. And we said, okay, you know what? Even better. For me, it was even better that they Zoomed because, well, besides Michelle making a whole incredible ass wipe out of herself, I would be able to take notes better, right? Because I could listen a little quieter without Michelle screaming, at the judge in person. I could at least, she was screaming on a Zoom call. So I was there for it. I had my little handy dandy notebook out and I was taking my notes. Ooh, good for you. I love when people get incentives for doing good stuff. I love when a company does that. Woohoo. You know what, Tabby? I'm going to tell you this right now. The first time I met my boyfriend, he picked me up for a date. And what was in his cup holder in his truck? An open beer. I have been out with other people, open beers. I don't know if it's something that they just don't care about. I don't know. But to me, it is a little more It's done a little more openly here than I have ever experienced. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's every Georgia person. I'm just saying I have experienced the open, driving with an open container and a lot more here than I have up north. In fact, when he came in to visit me in April, end of April, we rented a car. And I told him, I said, no open beers in this car at all. I'm like, New York don't play. New York don't play. I know Louisiana has trouble. Maybe that's where she gets her. The reason why she don't care. But it's just a simple fact in the matter that she, just don't drive, man. Stay home. Be a drunk all you want. You want to be drunk all you want. Drink all you want. Get it while you're sober. Take it home. Sit in your house and get loaded. And then don't leave the house. Make sure you got enough cigarettes, enough munchy food, and enough drinks for you to get through the night or whatever you need. Don't go back out on the road. If you go out to dinner and you have to drive and you cannot responsibly get an Uber, right? Because she always says you can't get an Uber by our house, which I find hysterical because you can ask Beezer, where I live, I can still get an Uber. I could still get an Uber. I would have to go and walk out and meet him by the Starving Horse probably to be nice, but I can still get an Uber here. So stop. But if you can't drink responsibly and get, or either if you can't drink responsibly and you can't get an Uber, then do it at home. Don't go out. I mean, she was blatantly going out. Super Bowl, football Sundays, football Sundays going out to the Buffalo Wild Wings. Like that's a flex. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? All right, good to know. Is that everywhere in Tennessee? In the car? I'm not saying good to know, but shit, really? Shit. I did not know that. Well, I live closer to Tennessee than I do. I live closer to Chattanooga. And now I'm going to go run around Chattanooga drinking it up all over the streets. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Another thing that blows my mind is states that let you ride motorcycles without helmets on. Helmet laws. I mean, come on, man. They're to protect you. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. But it's the restaurant shouldn't have a. I know, right? Blame it. She blames it on everybody but herself. But I find that that's a big old thing that happens over here on YouTube. It's everybody's fault but their own, right? Every time somebody gets in a jam here, everybody time somebody's got something going on in their lives, it's everybody's fault but their own. You didn't put yourself in that situation, right? I mean, shit. I was living with Cray Cray. I put myself in that situation. I had to take myself out of that situation. Well, no, see, that's the whole thing, Pam, is it was already Gotti had already had the what do you call it, the shuttle booked. You have to book that in advance. So she knew well in advance that Michelle was not going to come and pick her up. Hey, Luxury Larry, good morning. Well, good afternoon here. So she had to book that. I have taken one of those back in New York. I have taken one of those because I had to fly. Normally, I fly in and out of JFK. I had to fly out of LaGuardia once. It was the only flight I could get, and it's kind of hard without somebody driving you there and dropping you off. It's hard to get to me. It's hard to get to LaGuardia. So I booked one of those shuttles, and I thought I said I paid $80 one way, but I was wrong. It was I think it was $90 round trip, and that's from going from LaGuardia back to Long Island, there and back. I did it, yeah, but when I landed, when I went, and when I came back. So it was like $85, $90 with the tax, but it wasn't free. There's no airports that give you a free shuttle that are just going to randomly drop you at a gas station in Pine Mountain. No, that was a pre-booked, pre-reserved shuttle. So God, you knew. It was $54, and but they did do I think it was if you prepay on the web, you got a discount. It was definitely more expensive if you didn't have a reservation and you had to jump on. If Michelle would have read the email, got it. Well, here's the thing, Kelly. Here's the thing. Gotti probably got a non-refundable ticket, right? So that means a non-refundable, no changes. She definitely didn't fly first class, right? So what is she gonna do? Have it go up and smoke? She should have called me. She could have came out with me and hung out here all weekend. She wanted to lay under the stars in a tent. I got the backyard for that, man. Come lay out under the stars. But it's hot as fuck out there. Sorry. And a USB portable fan ain't gonna keep you cool here. Just letting you know. I mean, ugh. Hot. But I don't think, she would have come. I think um, unless she just wanted to use the ticket as toilet paper. I really don't think she had a refundable anything. She basically, I think, flew in probably, on an economy airline. And no shade on that. No shade on that. But most of the times when you fly those airlines, it's non-refundable, non-transferable. You're out of luck. Fans in Georgia just stir the heat. Yeah, that's right. Ugh. Just blows it in your face. It's not even right. It just blows the heat at you. That's all. Yeah, exactly. Billable hours. I love billable hours. That's one of my favorite phrases. Billable hours. I think usually, most most lawyers, they'll charge you for every copy. They'll charge you for every stamp. They will charge you for every envelope. They will charge you for every time a notary has to notarize something. They're going to charge you every time they have to answer a phone call, answer an email, answer this, answer that. I used to do billing for a lawyer. He was well, they were not actually. They were tax attorneys. I did billable hours for tax attorneys and enrolled agents with the IRS. Billable hours every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes. Loved it. If I had to go and make 15 copies of somebody's tax return, they would get charged for every page that I made a copy off of. So, that's one of the things I really hope. I would really like to find out if they awarded Etienne that. Because you know what? That would be the kick in the ass that she deserves. And, again, and I've said this before, and I will say it again, I do not wish anybody to be homeless at all. What I don't want is somebody to, lie about lying. She lies to lie. Lies to lies to lies to lie. So I went there to prove that she was lying. I want to know if I could try. I'm going to try to do this again. I don't know if it wasn't working last week, but let's see if we could do it this week. Give me a minute. I'm getting stuffy now. Where am I? Me. Your channel. Hold on. Hi. Am I back? Can you hear me? I'm trying to give out those free memberships, but I can't. It won't let me. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? I'm here. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, I have the HughesNet. No, it was me. It wasn't the internet. It was me. I was trying to see if I can get over and give out those memberships, but I can't. I don't know why. I guess I don't. I did it the last time on the iPad. Uh, I hate that. Makes me sad. You think the party is over, Pam? You had HughesNet for one day. Well, I guess it's we could. I mean, we can get the dish stuff, but again, we don't know if we're gonna stay here, so it's like, I mean, we haven't even really. I mean, we got a PO box. We don't even get our mail delivered here. We got a PO box, at the post office in the next town. It's just easy. I mean, it's just we might have to get up here, get out of here, and run. I'll be right back. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I wanted to blow my nose and not do it at you. She kept getting. See, I didn't even. I mean, I listened to. I guess Flava covered it. Yeah, I think it was Flava's live stream. Well, I tried to listen, but I was out to dinner. I think when she went live. I think we went out to dinner because that was Monday. I think I had only been home for about an hour or two. Anyway, so I kind of listened. I don't go into skis so much, so um, is HughesNet expensive? I don't pay for it. I don't even know. I think, and I honestly don't know why we even have it. I just don't think he wants to commit to going back to the dish right now. Because we always had the dish thing and AT&T back in when we lived closer to Atlanta. Thank you, Visa, for dropping that, but you don't have to. Thank you. Well, she's gonna have to be out of there soon if she wants to make her flight, right? because it's got to be at least an hour on that shuttle. I mean, it's not like it's not like it's a shuttle that goes straight from Atlanta or straight from to Pine Mountain or vice versa. There are many stops along the way. There's other people that get on those things. Believe me, I took one once. I mean, I'm a little bit of a I'd always say it. I'm a bit of a travel snob. I do like to fly certain airlines. I do. I just flying makes me nervous, and I just like to make. I like to know what I know, and I go where I know it makes me comfortable. I'm like a creature of habit, I guess. I don't know. She said, "You better not be going to sleep." Oh my gosh! First of all, there's such a thing called a time difference and being jet lagged. Like jet lag is a real thing. Okay, so you basically had a friend fly in at some ungodly hour, her time, okay, to come in and land at an ungodly hour, your time, which is actually 3 hours behind. Then you make her get on a shared shuttle for a good hour or so to get to your whatever, molehill, whatever you want to call it. And then she's tired and she better not be falling asleep. Wow. I think it is today, Kelly. I believe it's today. See, I wanted to do the T-Mobile because I had T-Mobile at the place I rented when I lived in Austell, and it was great. But he doesn't think we'll be able to get the signal up here because it's 5G, and my cell phone. If once I have to get down about Beezer, what's it, about a half a mile out of where I live, down the road where I live before I even catch a cell signal. That's why I do have a text me now number, and I only give it out because if I'm home, it's the only way you can call me. It's not like I'm hiding my real phone number. I give it out. I mean, I literally made one so people could call me because you can't call me on my real number here at all. I will I will text Beezer on the one number. Leaving the house now. Give me 10 minutes and I'll be on the other phone. I, honestly, it's a pain in the ass, but you know what? I'm dealing with it right now. It's just a thing. You heard Thursday, but I believe Gotti Girl's gone now. Well, well, it would be Thursday when she lands, but I believe, right, if she leaves out tonight, there's again 3 hour difference. That's jet lag, man. I don't think anybody even like put that into the equation. Yeah, it's a fun game we play. I'm like, all right, leaving the house, give me about 10 minutes, and then get me on the other phone. I'll have a signal. It's like, how do you know Mizzy lives out in the wilderness? Okay, here's the directions to my house. When you get to the meat plant, the meat processing plant, it's a small one, little small meat processing plant. Make a left. If you have a deer you want butchered, drop it off on your way. Then you go up about, I don't know, half mile or so. And then when you get to the horse, that's when the good road ends, when you get to the horse. And then if you could find me after the horse and you could make it up that hill to the horse, then you are a trooper, honestly. And that's another thing. It's hot as balls here. Let her wear whatever she wants, man. Ooh, she was mad, 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 mad. Ugh. It's like, it's hot. I literally walk around in a muumuu. If I don't have anywhere to go, I wear a muumuu all day. I call it a muumuu. They're little sundresses. But, ooh, airflow and, ugh. Did you really? That's no friend, man. So basically, you spend a shit ton of money to get your ass abused. Wow. Probably could have stayed home and gotten that from somebody else for a lot cheaper. But is she really working? Well, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure she'll fire up a lot sooner or later, and say everybody is a bunch of weirdos. But I just got mad that you got old. Uh, the catalyst again. Let's say catalyst of everybody knowing without Michelle putting anything out. Without Michelle putting anything out, the one person who put Michelle's entire relationship out there between her and Etienne, right? That one person, right? That one person got the court documents, did this, did a live stream, collected money, yelled, well, I get off. I have to go DoorDash now. I continue reading it, but I have to go make some money so she can get money. Tell me I'm wrong on that, people. Tell me I'm wrong that she did not do that. Tell me I'm wrong. Prove me wrong that she did not do that. And then she's got a nerve, one nerve, not the nerve, a nerve, a nerve, to say anything out about anybody else. And then you tell me how much money you collected on your live stream last night. She was a Big Gotti, what happened? Let's say, man down. Okay. She said she had a headache. Yeah. Yep. Dry bag, e-bagging, dry bagging. Oh, guys. All right, guys. I'm not about the drama, guys, but, I got 15,000 pages of Michelle's entire relationship with Etienne. I'm gonna, hey guys, let's talk to this person. Hey guys, I got all the text messages. Hey guys. She hey guyed us. For how long? And then she had an epiphany. What I did was wrong. Shut the fuck up. You made a ton of money off of it. I hope you pay your taxes this year. Lord. That's right, Kelly Golightly. That is absolutely right. Sorry, wait, I meant to do Kelly. Sorry. As soon as Gotti leaves, Michelle will be on skis dogging the shit out of Gotti. Oh, yeah, she will be running to any platform, anybody's channel that will have her up there trashing the crap out of Gotti. We know that. Why did she do? So which video did she delete? Her apology video? I don't know. I didn't watch that one. And then she says her husband boyfriend. Yep, that's right. Yep. Okay. Well, my husband boyfriend is a lot sicker than your husband boyfriend. My husband boyfriend goes out to work every day at 5:30, works out in the blistering sun, and makes a lot of money when he's sick. And then he comes home and he's sick. And he comes home and I make sure he's fed because he's sick. And if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't eat anything because he's sick. And I make sure that he's got plenty to drink every day because he's sick. Sicker than your man. Sicker than your man. Mark my words. Probably a lot sicker than your man. Mark my words. Yeah, I heard about her telegram. It was just a bunch of give her money. And you know what? Look, people, give your money to whoever you want to give your money to. I will not. You got it to spare. Give it out. That's what you want to do. Give it out, but just think twice about who you're giving it out to. That's all. And are you giving it out for a good purpose or not a good purpose? It's right. It is a weird flex. It is a weird flex. Like, I'm sorry he's sick. I'm sorry he's sick, but like literally, I mean, I don't like not even using it. I'm not even using it as a flex, but I see what he goes through every single day, and he goes out and he makes a paycheck. Whether I'm here or not, he's still doing it. He's not doing it to support me. He's doing it to support himself. You know, that's what he's doing. I'm just a little extra baggage right now, just a little bit. And that's right, Beezer. He did. And Beezer. I didn't get to tell you this yesterday because my internet crapped out, and then somebody was at your mailbox tossing a baby at you. When I was making my grocery list yesterday, he says, "Put soap on the list." I go, "But Beezer just sent you that soap you like," and he goes, "That's going out soap." Oh my God, I was laughing and laughing and laughing. It's a going out soap. What is it? Teakwood mahogany? They all like that teakwood mahogany. It smells good though. And he did gain 10 pounds. It's because I've been feeding him. I make him eat every day. I do. And I pack his lunch for him every day, whether he wants me to or not. I do. Yeah. I mean, I know you have more. We have to find the body lotion though. That's what we have to find. We have to. I have Googled it. I can't even get it on Amazon. I need to get the body lotion, and then we'll be good. We'll be set. And I think we're gonna get the wallflowers. I think we're gonna get them this weekend. There's a Bath and Body Works up in I think it's in Dalton, not in Calhoun. I think it's in Dalton. Yeah, right. Because it's like, "Here, take some." I'm like, "I don't want your soap." I'm like, "No, I don't." I'm like, "No, stop." And she's like, "Yeah," and she pulls out this whole entire drawer just full of his soap, and it happens to be his favorite. It's so funny. It just happens to be his favorite, but he calls it the going out soap. You know what it is? I mean, he works in concrete. That's what he does. He's an engineer and he's on job sites, and he comes home and he is filthy, filthy dirty. I mean, Beezer can attest for the state of that work truck, right? So the Irish Spring, I guess, is the only thing that literally makes him feel clean after he's worked all day. So he'll use Irish Spring to get all the yuck off of him. So yeah. The rumors were that they had no money to go anywhere. They thought it was money. Grandpa, you know what? Who goes away without any money? I mean, I don't know. I Really? I didn't know that you were. I did not know that you were over there, Tab. Beezer, do you buy one? That's what I asked. I'm like, did you get him on the buy one? What is it? Buy two get one free special? And she's yeah. Excuse me. I mean, I liked her for a half a minute. And, and I'm not going to lie, I used to tune into her when she was doing the Michelle stuff. I sure did. I sure did. Again, she's the one who started it. So she's going to say that we're weirdos. It's weird as fuck, y'all. It's weird as fuck. You're the one who started it. You're the one who got us all interested in it. You were. That's weird as fuck. They're weird as fuck. They're weirdos. They're weird as fuck. Only person I know that's weird as fuck, ma'am, is you. Because you actually paid to get all the paperwork. All we do is take a ride. Oh, yeah. I need to grab my coffee might cold. Let me go grab some more coffee. And I'm really limping right now. Ooh, I just did too much yesterday. I just really did a lot. I guess I was standing too long or something. Well, when they have them, the buy two get one free sale, that's when you really got to stock up on those. I hope you at least have their membership club thing. I think I have one. Okay, thank you. I just had to get some. I just had to warm my coffee up a little bit. Put a little hot coffee in my coffee cup. Oh, really? I did not know that. Oh, haha. Well, there you go. You see what happens when you're not like when you're not doing shisty, shady things. Wow, I did not know all that. For real? Wow, I did not. Ooh, Tabby coming in with the tea. Woo woo! I did not know any of this. But here's the whole thing. It's look. I'm gonna tell you something. You know, y'all know I went to jail for quite some time, right? Got sentenced to a year. I did 8 months, well, actually 9 months, but they didn't give me credit for the month I was held in California. Um, like, like I have been homeless before going to jail. Actually, well, no, I was in California, but I had a boyfriend who was a bad, was a bad addict, right? I had been homeless with him, living in somebody's truck for weeks. For weeks. Going to McDonald's and getting, the two burritos from McDonald's meals. Him getting one and me getting the other one. Um, I don't want to see anybody in that position ever, ever, ever. And whether you do it to yourself or under just shitty circumstance. I mean, people can become homeless in a blink of an eye. You know, a tornado could come through. Something can happen. You could become homeless in a blink of an eye, whether it's your own doing or something else making you that way. I don't want to see anybody in that position. But also, if it's because you can't take care of your business the right way and it's your fault, I'm gonna, maybe not. I don't know. I'll help you out once, maybe not anymore. Certainly not buying a house for you. But yes, being homeless sucks. Being homeless in the United States sucks. Being poor in the United States sucks. But you can't. I don't know. And I have been evicted. Oh, I forgot. I always said I have never been evicted. I was evicted once. Well, he tried to get me evicted. Me and Greg had a fight once, and he went and filed paperwork to get me evicted. He did. It was funny. And I just took it off the door. I came home one day, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And I walked in the door. I handed it to him. I go, I'm leaving next week anyway. Why'd you even have to go and spend the money to file this? He just did it to prove a point, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm really happy. I'm glad you're doing. Hey, Grace. Oh, you're at the splash pad. How hot is it there? It is hot here. I only went outside and watered real quick and then came back in. I was not staying outside. And I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place with my thoughts today because I just, I just don't understand why me and Miranda are pieces of shit going, right? God, a girl there too is going to be a star. Well, you know what? That's really not the person you want that you would want your star to be made by. Did I get beat up? Me? Where? And that was another thing I heard. I didn't hear it for myself. I was told by somebody because oh, that's right, because I was live when they were on skis. I think I was live from Visa's car and they were on skis channel. I was told I threatened Gotti that I was gonna beat her ass. No, no, never said that. But if you got the clip that I said it, show it to me. I'm a little too old and slow. I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong. I, if I was confronted, I would fight back. But I'm not gonna. I'm a grown ass woman. Oh, no, I'm gonna kick your ass. Okay. I mean, if I say I'm gonna kick your ass, it's probably verbally, not physically, right? Yeah, that would be. You would be coming here often. You might as well just apply for dual citizenship at that point, Tabby. But yeah, I mean, you see, people can get you to the point where you're like, oh, I feel so sad. I feel so bad for you. I said, you know, I mean, come on. I could sit here and go, oh, Greg won't be home for 3 hours. I have 2 cigarettes, but I can't get to the store. Can somebody send me cigarettes? Well, first of all, there's no way you can send me a pack of cigarettes. But no, that's true though. I should have stopped last night while you're out. That's the one thing I didn't get. But I mean, there's a way you can, you play on people's heartstrings, right? Yeah, what happened to mommy? Yeah, where's mom? That poor lady. I'm sorry. Oof. Gotti girl brags about all these connections she has, yet nothing. MS bragged how Gotti's family owned over $1 billion home, yet sleeping in her car. That's right, because it's family. It's not hers. That's right. You know what? And um, my family has money. I have people in my family that have money, and I would never use that as a flex. Unless it's in my bank account, not a flex. If I'm not living in that house, not a flex. Really. Is it 40% now? I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that low. I just know that when I had sent money to a certain creator, she did better. I think she made out a little bit better than when I actually spent American. You need $8. Smokes. Well, I found my cheap New York ones here, and they're even cheaper here than they are in New York, and I'm quite honestly, I'm quite happy. I have found them. You know what? I really when it comes to Gotti girl, you know what? I really did care. I care about her. We had a little outside relationship. I care about her. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her. Now Michelle, I don't give a fuck about, but Gotti girl, I do. Okay. I really do care. I mean, I cared about her, cared about whatever. I even said, I'm like, you're like my little sister. You're like my little sister. Uh, but what pissed me off about her was the fact how she uses what she does for people as a weapon, right? When I do something nice for somebody, when Beezer does something nice for somebody, when Tabby or whoever, anybody in my chat does something nice for somebody, right? You don't speak on it. You do it. You walk. You do it. You take your thanks to the person you did it for. You say you're welcome. You walk away from it. It shouldn't be spoken on again. That's what I wanted, and that's how I was treating it. Even though she kept putting it out there, there was a couple of posts made, and I just said you don't have to do it, right? But every time she would fire up a live and she would go after Jilly and what she did for Jilly and what Jilly did do for her. And so now you're using your kindness as a weapon. So did you do it to be kind or did you use it as a weapon? Well, I just took my kindness and used it as a weapon against her because I was pissed off at what she was doing. It was look, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you can sit up there and fire up a live every time you got to bug up your ass about somebody and you're bringing up what you did for Jillian, what you did for Jillian, what you did for Jilly, well then I'm going to fire up a live and I'm going to tell you what I did for you. Because all it came down to is you expected something from people. You did stuff to either did these things to gain their friendship or to use it against them. And when you use your kindness, when you turn your kindness around and use it as a weapon, that's when you become a piece of shit to me. And that's what you did. Oh, that Lisa Richards. See, I won't. I can't. All right, I can't watch Lisa Richards, and the only reason why I can't watch her, and it's not the e-begging or what she's doing, is she like really looks like physically looks like a friend of mine who passed away from drug addiction, and just looking at her triggers me, so I just don't even look at her. I just can't get, it's very triggering to me. She reminds me of a friend who I lost. And that's right, most of us do have family members that are very well off. Doesn't mean we got it. Doesn't mean they're giving it to us. I mean, crap, I'm still waiting for my trust fund from my wealthy grandmother that I never got. And when I tell you my wealthy grandmother, like her salt and pepper collection, she had a salt and pepper shaker collection. That was the only thing I ever said I ever wanted, and I still haven't gotten it. Somebody else got it. I was kind of sad about that. You can, yeah, it's yeah. I'd like to throw this clock out of the window. And it's actually an hour behind, but I'm afraid to open it up and reset it. I don't know why. It never got reset. I guess he never reset it during daylight savings time or whatever. So it's an hour behind. You need $100. Your husband didn't leave you the wallet. Look, you know what? There was one time, and if anybody knows, that infamous live stream I did with my crazy old landlady, I was in a bind that night. That was called being in a bind. That was called that was like, what the fuck am I gonna do right now? I mean, it was bad. I mean, she literally took all my money because I paid her rent, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I have like $100 left until I get paid again. I'm like, and I had to ask my friends to help me out. And you know what my friends did? They absolutely helped me out. And I would do the same thing for them if they were in that position. But I also got my ass out of that position. Picked myself up and got my ass out of that position. Oh, really? Yes, it was. I was out of job for a year. I know. Like I said, I just it makes me feel. I don't know. I have an internal struggle with myself if I take things from people. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's I feel like people are going to use it against me at some point, or because that's happened before. That's happened before. Um, to a couple people I was very close with. So I'm a little gun shy about that. I don't, but what again? going back to the subject at hand, didn't take a dime on Monday. Certainly did not. Oh, I think that we joked about I needed $900 for a pedicure. That was a joke. And then to get Beezer a peach pass, which was a joke because she has one, and to get her a gas card, which was another joke. I mean, it was like didn't ask for a dime. I just showed up. We just showed up. Beezer wouldn't even let me pay for my cup of coffee that morning. I mean, literally, wouldn't even let me pay for a cup of coffee at the gas station. Hey, Colin. And you're doing it for clicks and views. I do it. I mean, I don't do shit for clicks and views. Really, honestly. In fact, every time I go live, I seem to lose subs. So there's that. I don't gain subs. I lose them all. And that's the thing is you do it. You manage. It's called priorities, man. Some people just priorities are so skewed in every single which way. In everybody's. But again, I don't pocket watch people. I don't need to know how much you have in your bank account or what you don't have in your bank account. I don't care. Not my business. But don't sit and make a rah, rah, rah when I know absolutely you made a shit ton of money doing the same thing and starting the whole thing that you're shaming Mirandy for. And I guess me as well, because I was there too. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, and if Mirandy wanted to go up on Jenny Jen's panel, Flavor's panel, whoever, that's on Mirandy. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But if you're just gonna go at, but also, lay off Mirandy, man, lay off, right? Because I thought anyway, if you'd like to buy Mizzy a Whopper Junior meal, please, you got it, Angel? Is that you? What are you gonna go live at 2? You've been wanting to start a channel for a few years. It's not like all this crap though. It'd be teaching crochet and chit chatting. Well, please just don't call it knitting with or crocheting with or crafting with, Tabby. Crafting with. I see. That's mean. I'm not gonna say it. That would be mean. That's a whole nother story. You've been chasing somebody around the house. Is it my favorite person? Is it my favorite person? You're just chatting, relaxing, and talking reality shows. I just don't go online that much because I don't have my computer, and I feel like if I want to show, like yeah, I want to talk. Like I've been following the Gypsy Rose stuff. I've been following the Long Island serial killer stuff. I've been following not really the mayor stuff, Tiffany. That I really haven't been. I only watch when Beezer tells me something good's gonna happen. Uh, what else? There was something else I was following. So it was Gypsy Rose stuff. Oh, I can't remember. But there's something else I'm following a little bit. And I would love to talk about that stuff, but I want to show things and present things, and I can't do it on this stupid the app thing. I know, I'm just saying. It was just, I was being a little cheeky. I was being cheeky on that one. Oh, thank you. That's Collins. That is Collins. Yep. If you have one, drop one. And now I don't know why my nose is starting to stuff up again. I haven't left the house. Well, I have been on for almost 2 hours. Woo, woo, woo. I was only going to come on and yell for about 5 and then get off. I was so mad this morning. Like, mm. And again, if anybody wants, I do have my notes, and I can tell you exactly what happened in that courtroom on Monday, verbatim. Kelly, I'm telling you, I went out early. I watered my plants. I have to stake up one of my tomatoes, which I couldn't. I asked to anyway. I don't have the stake to do it, so I just came back inside. So I just watered and came back in. I'm like, yep. Oh, you never, because you don't put out the news like you do, really? Hmm. I wanted to start a channel about the Trailer Park Boys and how much I love Tim Hortons donuts. My two favorite things from Canada: Tim Hortons donuts and the Trailer Park Boys. And the only thing really, I mean, honestly, the only thing that I'm really interested in right now, true crime, is the Long Island serial killer. I mean, when I was back in New York, I really wanted to go when they did his trials, but they kept him in the Riverhead. Not the. He was in the Yaphank. No, he wasn't in Yaphank. He's at the Riverhead jail, but his court proceedings are going to be in Riverhead, and not in Central Islip. I lived close to the Central Islip courthouse. The Riverhead courthouse would have been a hike for me to get to. That was one of the reasons why I didn't go to those. Oh, they don't make their own. Well, you know what? They just started putting them in New York. Actually, a lot of the gas stations in New York have them there, so they're just like little tiny counters. But I do love them. If you want to laugh, you have to watch the video of Gotti and Michelle talking to Ski. You always got swamp ass, even when it's not hot out. Swamp ass. I haven't been outside yet. Oh, it's Juneteenth, y'all. I didn't even look. I didn't even realize it was the 19th. Michelle, let me know when she's out of the room. I have to tell you something. I need you to hook me up with Gotti. Yeah. Okay, so Pam, that was crazy. So they did so that was a press conference that was held by Johnny Ray, the attorney for Sharon Gilbert's family, and he was representing a couple of the other families as well. From what I heard after that press conference, one of the families were like, "Yeah, we want to have nothing to do with you, Johnny Ray." That was just, it was all circumstantial evidence, nothing. It was, they're just trying to, I don't know, implicate the daughter in this somehow, or try to, I don't even know what that whole entire thing was about. It's okay. She always has fluff. She's always hot. She's got those heavy duty industrial fans though. Not a USB fan, an industrial fan. Several industrial fans. See, that's the whole thing is when you do something nice for someone, you don't say it. After you do it, you take your thanks and then you walk away. But everything that girl did was used as a weapon. That's all the reason why she does nice things for people is to weaponize it, in my opinion. Yeah. Julie, Whatever you need, she's got it. She's your soap dealer right there. Tell him that you're too old for me. Well, I mean, okay, so Ski is the same age as my brother, I think, right? So, yeah, I believe Ski's the same age as my little brother. And I have, like, there's a huge age gap. There's a 14-year age gap between me and my brother. So that to me would be a little weird. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, again, maybe, and then my son is only a couple of years younger than my brother. So to me, it'd be like dating one of my son's friends, you know? It's like to me, I'm like, yeah, I can't get behind. I can't get down with that. If you were in kindergarten with my son and my brother, I will not date you. Okay? That's where I draw the line. See that? Now that's sad. That's kind of sad. Kayla, I have to look into that one. I think a lot of the podcasts now, I think, are covering more of the international ones. We're just hanging out. I was gonna probably jump off here in a minute. Now we're just, I don't know. Now it's getting hot in here. Oh, now it is getting hot in here. I have to go turn my air down. Let me get if I can get up out of this chair. I think this chair that I sit in also is probably destroying my leg. Oh. Because every time I get up, I have a stiff leg. Yeah, my air is only on 70. I gotta knock it down. Okay. Waiting for the landlord. I don't know if we're gonna even bother. The landlord was gonna have a new what do you call it, unit put in. Central air unit put in, and so we just have we have a couple of window units. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna complain and have him come and fix it if we're not gonna stay here another year. All right, bees, give the babies kisses for me. I'll talk to you later. I'll give you a buzz later. Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that. Something similar to that happened. Well, here, I mean, here it was pretty big. It's back in New York. It was the neighbor's sons murdered a girl, and yeah, they did that whole looking for her type of thing, and yeah, then they turned out that the body was under the one brother's bed or something. You wish the air can get as low as 30. Mine goes down to 60. But I am gonna get off of here anyway. I've just been running my mouth. I figured it was time. I just woke up and I just was so annoyed. I was just so annoyed. Like, the hypocrisy is astounding here. It really is. And I've heard that. I have definitely heard that. It is a thing. But I will also be saying this. I will not be taking Amber's advice and putting a sign outside of my door saying no pizza because I want it. You want to send pizza to me? Send it to me. Just keep it around $20, $25. I keep about $25 on me at all times. That's all I gotta say. So I keep about $25 in cash in the house. But yeah, sure. I like so if you call Domino's, I like bacon and onion pizza from Domino's. I don't eat Papa John's. Pizza Hut, not really a fan of their pizza, but I like their garlic cheesy bread things that they have. That was good. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Tabby. I'm glad you were here. I'm really glad you were here. And maybe next time you fly in, we'll have lunch together. Maybe the next time. Well, she said no pizza because it's COD. At least they could have paid for it first. Honestly, I don't even know who would deliver up here. I mean, I could get Uber Eats. I know I can get Uber Eats, but they would have to pay for it before it got sent to me. I know Uber Eats will come up here because I could get an Uber up here. So the dessert pizzas are the best. Are they really? I know there's I think the closest pizza place here. I mean, I literally live in a podunk town, and I hate to say it like that because it's cute. It really is cute. Um, but the closest pizza I have is that Hunt's Brother Pizza from the gas station down the block. Hunt Brother Pizza. I think they're at all the gas stations around here. I think that is the closest pizza I could get if I don't make it myself. Oh, which I should do. Oh, maybe I should make some pizza dough. That's a good. Oh, then I have to turn the oven on. See, that's another thing. I don't like to turn the oven on when it's hot out. That's why tonight we're gonna have. I only have to have the oven on for like 10 minutes. Oh, you definitely want to fly in again. Well, here's the thing. Just real quick. So this, whatever this thing's that's coming up next month for her 911 call, it's just gonna be an arraignment. I mean, nothing's gonna come out of it. I don't think it's just an arraignment. She's gonna plead not guilty. They're gonna give her another date to come back. Because she was ROR'd. They let her go on her own recognizance. So there's no bond. So in my brain, having to deal with this kind of stuff in the past, which I have, I really think she's just going to get arraigned and then let go to go home. To be fair, for this one that's coming up, she has not been really officially charged, I guess, with her DUIs. Those would probably be worth going to, because I believe she has a bond on both of those. But usually, when they let you out, when they let you, they ROR you, I think they're probably just she's going to plead guilty or not guilty. Do you have a representation type of thing? Maybe she'll get a public defender for it, unless she hires somebody. Again, Michelle, he takes guitars. He'll take a guitar. Yeah, so I think that's how that one will go. I don't think that one's going to be anything to even waste money on a plane ticket for. It's only like a 50-hour drive. Yeah, well. I do like pita pizzas. I make pita pizzas. I do. Yeah, so I think this one coming up is not going to be eventful at all. I know I said I was going to go to it, but I'm having second thoughts about it now. I really am. Not going to lie. I just, I don't know. It's for us. It's I mean, the way we have to do it. It's there's an I don't make Beezer come and pick me up. I don't live with Beezer. She has to drive to me or meet me somewhere with the old man, and he is not good with directions at all, at all. So then so I meet with Beezy, then we drive back to her house, and then I spend the night, and then we go, and it's a bit to get there from her house, and then we leave there, and then come back to my house, and then she's got to drive home, and it's a lot. It's a lot. See, I can't. I don't think they would allow me into. Oh, no. I think if I was going to come into Canada, I have to ask permission or something. Somebody told me because I do have a felony charge. I do. And I haven't been to Canada since I was a kid. The last time I was up in Canada, I was young, like real young. We, did the whole Niagara Falls thing, and We used to vacation upstate New York, so we were always close to the border. My son went to school upstate New York, close to the border. But I never when I had never after yeah once I was young I never crossed over. Oh, that would be good. That'd be a good road trip. That would be a good road trip. So I mean, honestly, I mean, I can't. Again, like I said, that court you were there and you were there, Tabby. The courthouse is teeny tiny, right? They don't have. It's not like some huge city. Like they're not going to process a case as quick as they would do in like New York or whatever. So I don't know when anything's going to come up, but I would just think the one in July. I mean, unless you just want to come hang out and have lunch. We go to Callaway Gardens and we want to come up this way where I live. I'll take you into Chattanooga. We can go to Rock City and there's Ruby Falls. That's fun. That's a nice day, but you don't want to do it in the heat. Rock City's pretty cool. And we went to Rock City a few weeks ago and it was hot, but it was cool. And the carpet runners, yeah, the car. I know it's so right. It's really and they're so nice. I mean, again, couldn't have been more accommodating, really. In Wisconsin, before guilty or not, your license is revoked within a couple days, and still have to get into the lock assessment and occupation regardless. Oh wow, really? Yeah, I mean, you could. I just wait until this heat snaps a little bit. This heat can get a heat break. I mean, it is. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what part of Canada you're in. All I know is if you can deal with the humidity, the heat and humidity, or if you can't, it's gonna be bad. And I think the next several weeks it's supposed to be bad. That's why I don't leave the house much. I'm kind of glad I don't have to leave the house much, but like I feel bad for Greg. He works in the heat all day long. He comes home. Yesterday he came home. He's like, "All right, give me a minute, and then we'll go to the store." So he disappeared for a minute, and I didn't know where he went. And I went into his. I call it his bedroom. And I do have my own room here, only because I want my own room. I like to have my own room, but I usually sleep. We sleep in the master. But so I walked in, and he's sitting up in the bed with one leg on the bed and the other leg on the floor, and he was snoozing. I mean, he could tell me he's exhausted. The heat wipes you out here, it really does, and especially when you're sick like that. So yeah, I would wait until if you're gonna come and visit Georgia again, wait until there's no heat. Oh, okay, so you're at 87.8. Okay, that's right. You're Celsius. Celsius. But I mean, there's I mean, there's fun things to do here. I think I haven't even really done a lot of time. I mean, um, we go up to North Carolina a lot, but that's because his mom's up there. So we spend a lot of time in North Carolina on the weekends. But I mean, like I said, I don't live anywhere near Atlanta. I am closer to Chattanooga. But Rock City is fun. We did that. I heard it's Ruby Falls, and it's like you walk down, and I guess it's all underwater waterfalls. We didn't do that because he doesn't, because of what he does for a living. He doesn't like to go down into holes. He's like, I spend most of my day in a hole. I don't want to go and sit in a hole on my day off. So, oh, okay, you came in February here. Yeah, February is nice. February is nice here. I do like the winters here. I don't mind the winters here so much. Definitely not like a northeast winter, that's for sure. Excuse me. It's just my thing is my allergies are like crazy here, pretty much. 3 months longer than anywhere else for some reason. Oh, you stay? Yeah, well, Alabama, yeah, because Alabama is right, is super close. I think you can even fly in. Well, I don't know if they have international flights, but I know, I believe there's an airport in Columbus you can fly into. I just don't know if they do international. Upon being pulled over for the DUI, they take your license and you get a paper telling you what day they were suspended. Okay, yeah. See, I just know. Um, I can't even remember now how mine went when I had. I mean, I did get a DUI. It's back in 2008, six, seven, eight. I can't remember. Mm. It had to have been 2008. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, yeah. Alabama's 30 minutes opposite the other way of Atlanta. Yeah, but yeah, Columbus and Alabama are right on. Columbus is right, like kind of like on the cross over the river, and then you're in Alabama. You thought about visiting Georgia? Round trip, no stops, $58 through August 25th, 24th. See, now that's not bad, but you're gonna be. It's hot. It's hot. You know, when I first came on here, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? If somebody docks me, and I mean, really try to find me and whatever, you're gonna know I have a record. I mean, so let me just tell you about it. I mean, and if everybody's really so pressed about me and my last name, and if you know it, just tell me which one you know. Because there's three of them. I have aliases, you know? You know how everybody makes fun of Michelle having aliases? I have three aliases. Guess which one I use legally? It's gonna be like, you know, when the people play the three-card Monte. Guess which one? Guess which one? I use different last names for different things. That's what's great about it. Yeah, I mean, $58 is great. I mean, wow, that is great. Because I was looking at flights from here to Las Vegas. Honestly, Las Vegas. For the week after July 4th, the week after July 4th, that weekend after July 4th, at 4th, and I cannot find anything under 250 round trip. It would cost us $500 round trip to fly, and then hotels and whatever. And I know I can get a cheap hotel, and my concert tickets were going to be cheap, but it was just the flight is what was killing me. So we didn't book it yet. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to go or not. But that is, I think I have until the end of August to do that. I just want to go see Dead and Company's residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas. But I couldn't find any cheap airfare at all. But that's a whole nother thing. It's like, why lie about anything? I mean, you know, I don't know. Just be honest. Yeah, got a record. What am I gonna do? I did a stupid thing. They charge you the same for your baggage. See, and it was even more expensive. It was a carry-on. See, that was the whole thing about it. Was the two airlines that I got for 250 were Spirit and Frontier, and you couldn't even take a carry-on. You had to pay for a carry-on, which would be good because we could do one carry-on. We weren't going to be there long, so the two of us could have pretty much got everything into one carry-on. But it was just the $250 each. I'm like, I know I've seen tickets way cheaper to Vegas, so I don't know. I mean, and it's not like a big thing. It's not like I've never seen that in company before, but whatever. And then he also, one of his caps fell off, and he's like, "Yeah, here's your $1,000 budget that I gave you to find it." Because he's like, if you can book the trip, tickets for the show, plane tickets for the show, and hotel for $1,000 under, we were gonna go. And then later on that same night, he lost a cap, and he goes, "Well, there's your budget," because he's gonna have to go get that cap fixed. Sorry about that. I was having I just blow my nose again. I keep getting stuffed up, but I think I'm gonna go, and I have to uh, get my bacon ready. I pre-cook my bacon before I wrap my scallops. I gotta marinate my scallops and do all of that good stuff. Run the vacuum, whatever. But thank you for joining me. Oh, see, that's always good. The hotel points are great. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. Thanks for listening to me rant. I don't know why. I had to get that out of my system. I was just so mad about that. I really was. I don't know why. It just ruffled my feathers. Anyway. But you guys have a good rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you around. I'll be here. No, no. I should have told you, but I sneezed, and then yeah, so I had to take care of that. Anyway, uh, allergies. All right, so everybody have a good rest of your afternoon. Angel is going to be going live. Go over to see Angel, and I will see you guys around. Thanks for joining me. Bye.